Devil May Cry 2 already gets shat on a lot, so I thought I'd challenge myself and try to list all of the advancements it made over the first game. You could argue that these developments would have inevitably come about in the sequels anyway, but here they are nonetheless. It added a mission select screen, though it's only accessible after completing the game once. You can restart a mission straight from the pause menu, and you are also allowed to save your character progress mid-mission and then restart it, without that elapsed time and damage counting against your mission ranking. Pausing the game actually stops the mission timer, unlike the first game. You can pause mid-attack and mid-air. Yellow orbs let you continue a fight instead of restarting it. It started Bloody Palace mode. It's not good, but it's there, unlockable and available from day one. It can have multiple enemy types within the same combat encounter, though they aren't as well designed as the first games. It communicates every enemy's health to the player, rather than just bosses. It tried to make the underwater segments less weird by putting the camera into third person, changing the controls, and allowing use of more weapons, including melee and devil trigger, though a better move would have been to remove it entirely and put that effort elsewhere. Instead of having 3 bosses that repeat throughout the game with minor differences, it tried to add more variety. It is the first in the series to have multiple playable characters, not counting the Spada reskin, and 1 extra character that was unlockable, rather than being a special edition exclusive or a paid DLC. Different costumes no longer require separate save files. Flight. Sliding. It added fast in-game gun switching at the cost of melee weapon switching, not that matters so much in the second game. Maybe the sword and amulet system could have been merged together somewhat to make each sword more different, or factor speed into the equation. The lock-on actually sticks to 1 enemy, and allows for manual target switching, which wasn't present in the first game. And you can switch targets while moving, unlike some games in the series. The soft lock-on can be overridden by holding R2. Using guns keeps your combo going against enemies that are too far away or too mobile to hit with melee. Unless you played easy automatic mode, guns couldn't be fired without holding the aim button in the first game, probably a holdover from the Resident Evil days. It laid the groundwork for the gunslinger style by adding special gun moves, except for charge shot, which is missing, along with taunting. And you can even get style for perfectly timed rocket attacks. Or maybe it's for near misses. It added more melee combos, including an aerial one for each character, like a prototype Swordmaster. It also kind of started the Trickster style by adding a dedicated dodge button and wall running, and giving style for well-timed dodges and jumps. Different Devil Trigger benefits. It did Sin Devil Trigger before it was cool. Lastly, it separated air hike from any specific weapon, a decision that was then undone by the following game. And as a bonus, it had the idea of higher difficulties having some new enemy attacks to watch out for, though in practice this is just withholding attacks from normal mode, making that more boring. It also tried to have the camera follow enemies instead of being fixed, but it just ended up making the worst camera in the series. And it tried to account for stylishness in mission rankings, but if you've tried to S-rank a mission, you'll find that this was executed terribly. I should also mention weapon upgrading, but I don't think that really belongs in these games. While I feel the first game deserves a remake, the second game is definitely in most need of one. Maybe 3 could get a proper remaster that updates the visuals, and 4 is a very good half a game, so if they could just finish that off, that'd be great. Anyway, they could update the story by giving Trish and Lady a mention, if not bringing them into the main story to help take down Argosax. Multiple characters versus a multi-boss fight. It would even be an opportunity to bring Lucia back into the fold, ready for a DMC6 girl squad. Deadweight just needs to grow his hair out again. In case Devil May Cry games do get the same treatment as the Resident Evil series, I have a few small ideas to share. At the end of 2, Dante rides off into hell, and then 4 picks up with him back in the human world like nothing happened. What if the way he gets back to the human world, and also discovers the Order's shenanigans, is through one of the Hellgates that they opened, cementing 2's position in the timeline and connecting it more to other games in the series. Assuming they keep the plot the same in a DMC4 remake, it might also make more sense for Lucia to be the one who infiltrates the Order as Gloria, given that she both has some experience with doing that sort of thing, and she is knowledgeable of Sparda and demonic history due to her ties to the Protectors clan at Vida Mali. She also excels at using daggers, unarmed combat and acrobatics, and is hence a better match for Gloria's fighting style. Also, she's brown. And that's all for now. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. I'll see you in the next one. I can't believe I made myself play this fucking game again.